Hey guys, what's up? Shin0525 here, back with another drawing video. It is Sunday, so we're back drawing another video. And today's video is pretty special. Basically, the Sonic 2 movie just came out this weekend, and to kind of celebrate it, I decided to do one of my requests, which is drawing classic Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails. And this was requested by Drawing Tart, so thank you so much for the request. I hope you enjoy it. And yeah, since the Sonic 2 movie just came out in theaters, I just decided to do this nice little classic one. So this might be a little bit of a longer video. We're drawing 3 characters, but it shouldn't be too bad. So, yeah, and also, by the way, I did see the Sonic 2 movie. It is great. Definitely go see it. I'm going to give it a strong recommendation, and I might make a video on my thoughts of the video later. So, yeah, anyway, guys, get your pencils ready, and, let's jump in. Alright, guys, so, to start off drawing, Team Heroes over here, what we're going to do is draw a nice line across, just to get a nice, ground line. And now we're going to gesture in, Sonic here, and we could draw in a big circle. Like this, with another circle right underneath it. And have a circle here for hands. His arms are going to kind of go like that. Another one kind of like that. And he's going to have a foot. And it's kind of going to go down here like this. And another one kind of like that. And then we're going to have tails here, which again is a circle. This is going to be slightly lower than Sonic's circle, with a circle underneath it like this, and then a line going down here for a foot. Another one. Then he's going to have his tails here. And then his arms are going to be behind his back, but you will see a little bit of his fist right there. And then we'll have good old Knuckles. He's going to be a nice big circle. Another one right here. And we're actually going to draw another little circle, because Knuckles has a little bit more structure to his body in this picture. So like that. And then this one's going to be his hands. It's going to go down, and we're going to have his foot, and another foot right about here. And that's pretty much it for the gesture that we need. So I'm just going to jump into detail here. And yeah, so we're going to go through it nice and quick. So if you want to, you can draw the crosshairs. They'd be something like this for Sonic, maybe a little bit more to the side here. But basically what I'm going to start off with drawing is his nose. So basically we're going to start right about here in this corner, and we're going to draw a nice little bean shape like that, and then put a little half circle right there, and you could shade this in as well. So there's his nose. And now what we're going to do is draw kind of like a curve line that'll curve over like this, kind of dip down and then up here, and then here we're just going to get kind of like a nice curve line that kind of follows the circle that we have here. Goes up and in like this. And then for his smile, it's just going to be this curve line that follows kind of like this curve right here. Then it's going to wrap around and over like that. And then you're going to get 2 lines that curve down here and here. There's his smile. And now for his eyes, we're going to actually make like a little circle, kind of like on this line right here. And basically what you're going to do is kind of follow that circle and just curve it over and in like that. Actually, you can go a little bit farther out. Yeah, something like that. And then this line's going to go up a little bit higher than this one, and then curve around and in like this. And now here you're going to get a curve line that goes across for the eyelids here. And it's going to be on the same level, so like that. And then here you're going to get a nice big oval. And then another oval touching the side of the eye like this. And then a little curve line here and here. And you can shade this in. Like that. Now I'll zoom out a little bit. And now we can kind of get into his head here. If you want to kind of gesture it out, it'd be kind of like a circle like this. Like that. But what we're going to do is kind of follow this circle and then just break it off into spikes here. So we're going to get a tiny one up here like this. Then we're going to get another one that'll be a lot bigger right here like that. Then another one that kind of curves down and then in like this. And then kind of just one more on the bottom here. Curves out like that. And now we can get in his ears, which his ears are pretty simple. Basically, it's this triangle without a bottom. So you just get like this kind of like upside down V. And then you get a triangle with a bottom in the middle of it. And then same thing on here, we're going to get a triangle or an upside down V without a bottom. And then a triangle slightly smaller inside with a bottom. Like that. That's it for his head. Now we're going to go into his body here. And his body is pretty simple. Basically it's this circle that we see here. Like this. And then for his stomach it's just... Oh, my phone's going off. I will have to answer that later. So now I'm going to draw a nice big curve line that goes around like that. Super unprofessional having your phone ring. Oh well. But we're going to get a nice big curve line like this. And now what we're going to do is you can kind of finish this off too, just so you get like a good space of where it is. But for this, we're going to draw on his arm. So basically we're going to start here and just draw a curve line that curves over and down like this. And another one that goes kind of like a little hook or like a bent pipe or something like that. And then we're going to get a curve line that goes around the arms here. And now we're basically going to get like a square, but it has a, I can't talk right now. It's basically a square like that. But on these two sides, it kind of dips in a little bit. Like that. And then you're going to get a nice big circle here for the hand. And a little curve line right here for where the thumb is. Like that. And then here, it's pretty much the same thing. So we're going to get a curve line that goes down and then over like this. Then another one that kind of follows it. And now here, we're going to get that square again, but with like the indented sides. And then you're going to get a kind of like a circle right here, but the leg is going to be in front of it. And now for the legs, actually before we do the legs, you actually do see a little bit of his back spike here where his arm is. So you could draw that in. And now for his legs, you're going to get two parallel lines like this. And another two right here like this. And then we're going to get a curve line going across these two. And then very similar to the shape here, but again, the indent for the socks here will be much bigger. So you basically get that square, but like has the real big indent in there. Same thing on this side. And now for his shoes, they're pretty basic. You're going to start with a curve line going down here. Then you're going to hit the bottom, and then it's going to curve over like that. And then you're going to get two parallel lines that curve around the shoe for the strap. And pretty much the same thing on this side. So line going down, kind of going across, and kind of curve it into like a shoe shape like that. And then two parallel lines going across like that. Nice and simple. So that's pretty much how you draw Sonic. We will jump over to Tails now. And Tails isn't actually pretty hard. Pretty much the same as Sonic. Again, if you have trouble drawing these characters, I literally have like hundreds of how to draw videos on how to do these. So if you ever really need like more insight on how to do it, I have a whole bunch of videos on my channel. But moving along to Tails here, what we're going to do is start off with kind of like his muzzle. So just be this kind of curve line that starts here, goes over, dips up, goes down, and then into a curve line here like that. So you get a shape that looks something like this. And now we're going to put his nose on the very end here like this. So there's this nice little oval. And you put a little curve line for light reflection, shade that in. And there's Tails' nose. You can give him a little smile right in the middle of his face here. And then just to finish off his muzzle real quick, actually I'm gonna, looking at it, it's kind of off. So you do want to have it bend up, but you want to bend it up a little bit sooner. And then something like that. Just slightly adjusting some lines here. Like that. And now we're going to have a, now Tails has like little spikes at the end of his cheeks here. So to draw that in, you just kind of draw little spikes. Going off here. He has about 4, I believe. So you get that, and you can erase the kind of curve line that you had there. And now once you got that in, we can draw in the eyes. So the eyes are going to start right about here. And it's going to curve up. And then over like this, you get this big kind of like dome shape, or upside down U. And then same thing on this side. Kind of going to go straight up here, and it's going to have a nice big curve going in. Like that. And then you could draw nice big ovals on the sides here. And then little light reflections and shade them in. Like that. And then for the rest of Tails' head, basically what you can do is you can draw like kind of like a line going kind of straight up like this. It's going to curve around and in like that. So you should have a shape like this around Tails' head. And then we're going to draw in his ears. Very similar to Sonic's actually. We're going to get a big triangle. 2 big triangles. Like this. This one's going to kind of curve in a little bit. And then for this triangle, so you get like this triangle here, and now we're going to get a triangle with a bottom. And we're going to make this triangle really close to this side. So it's basically going to hug this line really closely. Then it's going to go down, and then you're just going to kind of curve it with like the head here. Like that, so you get kind of like it on kind of like a side view. And then here it's very simple. You just kind of draw a triangle with a bottom. Right there. And then you can just kind of finish off this little curve line. Like that. And now we can draw in his front hair things. He has 3 little spikes that go off here. So there's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. Like that. And you can erase any overlap if you just want to clean it up as you're going along. And now that we've got his head down, we could draw on his body. So his body's actually not too bad. The way I like to do it is start off with like kind of like this kind of V shape here. So we're going to go out, curve back in, and then we're going to dip in and then round it off like this. Then we're going to round it up and then go into like another V here. And on this V, it basically just breaks down to like 3 spikes. So you get 3 spikes here and then 3 spikes right there. Like that. And now for the rest of his body, it kind of goes out like this. So it kind of follows this line, kind of goes out, and then dips in like that. And now his arms are behind his back in this pose. So we're basically just trying to draw like a curve line that curves in like this. Another one right about here. And then we're going to get a curve line that goes across here like that. And then we're going to get a circle that goes around it, or an oval. And then here we can get kind of like very similar to the box shape that we had, where it kind of indents in like that. And then you just get a nice big circle in the back here. And then you just see a little bit of Tails' arm right here too, so you just draw that in with a curved line. And you could shade this in black as well. Like that. And now we could draw in Tails' legs, which is very similar to Sonic's. They're just 2 parallel lines going down like this. So you get 1, 2, 1, 2. And a nice little curve line. And then very similar, basically we're drawing the same shape here. So we're going to get a nice circle around this. Shade that in. And then a circle going into that square shape we've been talking about. Like that. And then kind of the same thing over here. Curve line, circle around it, shade that circle in, then a curve line going around. It's going to curve up and in, like that. And then very similar to Sonic shoes, it's just going to be this curve line going down here, kind of going out. I'll wrap around like that. And then same thing on this side, is just going to go out, kind of curve down, straighten out, and go in like that. And then for tails is, you just get a curve line going right through the middle here. And now we can finish off tails with his tails. And basically, what you get is basically like a water droplet shape. So you get like start with like a curve line, and then it's going to go up and around into a spike here. Like that. And then here you'd see the curve right about there. And you just see like a back spike there like that. And then just for the little details, you could draw in kind of like the jaggedy spikes for the like, color differentiation on his tails, where like, this part's yellow, the tips are white. Like that. And that's it for tails. And now we could jump into Knuckles here. So Knuckles isn't bad either. We're going to start with his head like the rest of the characters. This one he's looking directly like sideways like this. So we're just going to need this line right here. And basically what I like starting off with is like a circle right at the edge of that line. And we're going to go into the muzzle. So here for the muzzle, it's basically this curve line that curves down and then up. And if you want to, you can kind of get like a big circle like where his cheek is here. So go down, up, kind of wrap around this circle, and kind of go up like that. And then he's going to have a little nose going off, a little half circle, light reflection. Shade that in. And now for his eye, basically we're going to kind of follow the circle that we have here. So kind of follow it up. It's going to go up, curve around, and then in like this. And then here we're going to follow that circle again, kind of dip it in a little bit there. And then it's going to go up. And then over. And then Knuckles actually has a really wide head. So it's going to go out quite a bit. Like that. And before we end it here, or if you want to, you can kind of, like this will be like the end part. Like that. And then you could draw in the three kind of dreadlocks he has. So we're going to get one here. A nice big long spike. Then we'll get another. And just one more that connects into the head here. You can erase any overlap. Like that. Super simple. Then for his smile, it's this nice little curve line like this. And then it's going to curve down and then straight like that. And it's going to be closer to like the top of his muzzle here rather than the bottom one. And then we're going to get a curve line right here, very similar to Sonic's. That. And then he's just looking straight towards him. I have a little light reflection right there. And you could shade it in. So that's pretty much his head. And now what we're going to do is draw in his kind of gesture in his body, but then we're going to draw in his glove because it's kind of in front of everything. So basically Knuckles' body is going to be something like this. A little curve line right there, kind of go in. And again, I'm just kind of gesturing it in just so we have like a body shape. Something like that. But what we're really going to focus in on now is his glove here. And it's actually pretty simple. So this is actually a good size for it. Basically, we're going to have like a little thumb that goes off, and then you're going to have the two spikes here and here. So we're going to actually start off right here, where like this, right about here. And we're just going to draw a big U shape. Like that. And it's going to curve up, kind of follow the circle that we have here. And then it's going to go off into the thumb, which is just a curved line that goes out, and then wraps around and in, like that. Then here we're going to get a nice big kind of curve line right here for like the cuff part of his glove. And then we're going to just have a curve line going here and here for his arms, like that. And then for his knuckles, it's basically just a triangle, and then you kind of curve it in slightly. So same thing over here, just a triangle, and then you curve it in slightly, like that. Super simple. And now we can draw the finish off the rest of his body. Actually, his arm's kind of going to go out here, kind of go down, like that. So I'm going to start about here. This is a little bit too wide, so we're going to start about here and just draw a curved line that dips, that kind of dips in when you get to kind of like his waist, and then just goes straight into the line for his leg. And then here we're basically going to get like a U shape. And then this goes straight into his other leg like that. And now just to finish off his body, it's just this kind of, you get the little kind of moon shape he has right here. Like that. And now what we could do is draw in his next hand and then finish it off with his shoes. So this hand's very similar to this one actually. It'll be about this big. But what we're going to start off with is kind of the thumb. So basically we're going to start right about here and just kind of curve the line going down. Kind of have it curve over and out like this, and then it'll curve in like that. And now here we're going to get our like really kind of long kind of U shape. Like that, so you get a nice like little midden type shape here. And then we're going to get the knuckles exactly the same way we drew these ones, kind of like a spike or a triangle, and then curve it in, and then same thing over here, triangle, and then curve it in, like that. And then for the cuff part of his glove, it's just this kind of curve line that wraps around like that. And now for here, for his arm, it's just going to curve up, and then in, and then up and in like that. Super simple. And then for Knuckles' shoes, basically what we're going to do is get kind of like a square here. This one doesn't curve in like these ones do, so it's just kind of like this square. Same thing over here, kind of like this square shape, like that. And now here we're going to get a curve line that goes down, kind of over. This one's going to curve down, have like a little bit of a dip to it like this, and then go in. Whoop. So it's going to curve down, over, and down, have a dip to it, and go in like that. And then this one will kind of be the same thing, kind of go down, kind of go across, kind of straighten out about here. It's going to go up, and kind of curve over like this. Very simple. And now for the shoe details, basically you're going to get this kind of like rectangle that hugs the top of it like this. And then same thing over here, kind of like a rectangle that goes on top. And then you're going to get a series of 3 circles that go down here, and another set that go down right there. So you get kind of like the Lego part of Knuckles' shoes, like that. And then we're going to get a curve line going down the middle here. And that is pretty much how you draw Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails in their kind of classic forms. Or just classic designs. That's really more of a accurate way to put it. So I'm going to put the sketch that we just did right up here. I will put the inked version I did beforehand up there. Hopefully this will stay. Stay. There we go. I'll delete my finger on it. Up we go. So there you have it. There's to the left is the inked version, and to the right is the sketch that we just did. Again, drawing Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails isn't very hard. I know I kind of went through it a little bit fast this video just because we had like 3 characters to get through. But if you do need help drawing any of these, I have plenty of videos up on my channel on how to draw Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails. Where I go more in depth, kind of slower. So if you need help drawing them, I have way more videos on my playlist. Go check them out. Thank you again, Drawing Tart, for the request. This one worked out perfectly for this weekend since Sonic 2 just came out in theaters. Very good movie. I did get to see it yesterday, so I definitely say check it out. If you like the first one, the second one's even better. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. If you guys have requests, I do take them. All you need me to do is leave your request in the comment section below. I'll take your name, what you requested, put it on my how to draw list, and then when I make a drawing video on Sunday, I just randomly pick one off that list. So, yeah, anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay, thanks, bye. Later.